Rip it out.
Oh, there it is. So here we are the next time that you see us working on this, and we're gonna be taking the whole front end apart today. We've got to relocate radiator, air box, steering box,
battery.
So complete re-engineer, redesign to make this a batter recovery vehicle.
As in Michael Jackson bad.
Yes.
After years of neglect and abuse, they still come out because of anti-seize.
Anti-seize.
Okay, Lizzie, pick up on it like this, yep.
It's gonna drop.
Wow.
This is sad.
That piece has been on there for longer than you have owned the Jeep.
This Jeep was towed behind an RV.
Wow, amazing.
That can be abandoned. This can be abandoned. We can get rid of 10 pounds of wiring on this thing and add 12 pounds more.
What's the weather out there today, Ed?
It's hot, a little cloudy, a little breezy, but it's getting hot. So we don't work outside. We work in here where it's cool.
So we got this tore down to this point. The new motor's supposed to be coming today, but we're a month from putting that back in. But we've got to stop working on it because we've got to get going to the Logan Cache Valley cruising. And we're taking this.
Just like that.
Just like this. It's been about a week since we were able to work on the Banana. So we had a car show in the middle of it, and we had to get the AC working on the Morrvair. But we are back at it today. What's going on today, Trevor? What's the plan?
We're gonna rip out this interior and get it ready to rebuild.
All right. Lizzie, are you helping or you got your own agenda?
Got some hydrogen peroxide.
You're going through the first aid kit.
Yesterday, I took everything out, vacuumed it all. It'll be 15 pounds of sand instead of 20.
Nice. I've got to go do boring office stuff for a minute. So it's just going to be Trevor and Lizzie.
Hey, I found another one for you.
Putting in a little bit. Ooh. So Rudy just showed up. He's going to help with the teardown also.
Yep. Oh no. I forgot. The seatbelt connector.
This is where all the sand is hiding, so it never gets clean.
Ew, that's not supposed to be like that.
Dog sweat. I'm kidding.
Dogs don't sweat.
Yes, they do. They don't? Oh. That made it all the more funnier then.
Ta-da! And now the back seat has more room. They call me a backseat driver.
But change.
We're gonna clean up our messes as we go, so it's a lot easier in the end. Anyway, that's what I just did that. And in case you were wondering, maroon was the Banana's original color.
I guess all the trim pieces go too. Right?
Yep. Like everything comes out.
All the carpet,
Yep.
headliner.
Yep.
I think we should keep the headliner. It's like, that's the only thing left.
Brand new.
Yeah, that's worth
Everybody hates the headliner.
Alright. Now, it's time for the light bar.
No wonder it didn't leave.
Alright, so that'll come out with the headliner, probably those speakers. And there might be some wires.
No,
on
there's
hooks.
two screws on them.
They,
Is there?
they're
Okay.
just, they're not
You
even.
want
Oh.
screwdriver?
Oh no, they come out with the headliner.
There it is.
Nothing.
I expected to see some mice.
Peel her back like a dirty Band-Aid.
A combination of dog hair and dried clay sand.
Yeah,
Formed a
pull
sort
it
of
out,
brick.
Rick.
Oh, it's all deteriorating under there.
Dang, I actually fitted this pretty well.
I need you to lift up on that center. There's a seat.
It's snagged. It's not great.
Yeah.
Open up the door.
Just straight in the trash, I think.
Put that in the garden. Can we cut this, or do you wanna try and salvage?
Cut it.
Well, it might come. Oh. Going your way?
Oh my goodness.
Nasty.
Unceremoniously discarded. No rust. That's nice. We found some money.
Yeah, well.
1997.
There's another quarter right there. Keep looking. I'll bet we get a buck out of this.
1981, 1997. Well, maybe not a buck.
There's a nickel.
Oh, there's a bunch of We're gonna get a buck out of here. There's a bunch of them. They're all the same. They're smashed. They're smashed
Wow.
into some sort of shape.
Somebody put that on the railroad.
Is this the
track.
build sheet? This is what's left of the build sheet? Okay, I guess it's door panels and dash, right?
Yep.
So Trevor just got all this work done and he went to go pick up the camera. And I'm gonna pretend like I'm the one that did it.
Matter. So if I put a small Odyssey battery here that will handle it, then so be it. That's what
Ah, you did a good job, baby.
Thanks, Trevor.
What are you gonna do? Zero in the Hall of Fame.
Matt doesn't really like to listen to music very often when he drives, or at least in the Jeep. So these speakers are hardly used, brand new, super high quality. If you get them through me, I will give them to you for $5.99. Get them today at mattsoffroadrecovery.com. If you don't see them on the website, pick up a hoodie or a shirt.
So here.
They're not for sale anymore,
Another hood and putting
by the way. But you should still check out the website. Look how close that is. Okay. So now it's time to take the dash apart.
That looks easy.
That was easy. Okay. All right. So,
We already got that dash all disconnected.
yeah, I got this. I just, for the last like 45 minutes, I've been getting this dash disconnected. Just kidding. Trevor Got this dash disconnected.
Rudy
And
gets the
now-
honors.
Now I'm pulling it out, and I just had no idea. I know why they rattle so much now. It's just, they're like plastic and metal, all sorts of materials.
So we did a pretty good job. The team did a pretty good job. I didn't do much today, but we got this stripped down. We are done with phase. What is this? Phase 2? Yeah, we're done with phase 2 out of 43 phases. Trevor has got a nightmare of a wiring mess to decode. That's kind of that's the next step on the interior.
Send me your wiring diagrams.
So we are headed out to Fabrat's shop to get some TIG welding done on some aluminum. We're pulling the Jeep out of the shop because all the parts came for the air conditioning for the Morrvair, and that has become a high priority because it is triple digits every day, and it's going to be for the next 3 months. So the evaporator I chose to use for the air conditioning on the Morrvair is a Toyota unit. It's like the same one that they use for whatever the Toyota SUV is. What are those called? So it's the one that's out of a Toyota 4Runner, and we're having a terrible problem adapting it. There is nothing out there. Like Toyota's like, we're gonna make our own everything, and nobody's gonna be able to adapt to it. So it's gonna require welding to make it work. But the reason I chose it is because it has the BTUs or whatever that I need for the size of the Morrvair, and it was square and really, it looked like it was going to be really easy to fabricate because we built our own mixing box. The whole AC system is built from scratch, so I picked an evaporator that looked like it would be easy to use, and it was really easy to make it so that it fit and it was the right size for the wagon, but it doesn't have the right fittings. Like, nothing will adapt to it. Thank you, Toyota. It's like you think you're Ford or something. So we were headed out to Paul's, and there's no cell service here. And we came, I didn't even catch your name.
Marcel.
Marcel was stuck here with a flat tire and no jack to change it. Luckily, the stuff in our rig is working.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, you have a great day.
You too.
All right, we are back on track. Here we are crossing another desolate piece of highway. Almost out of fuel. If only I had a thought to bring a jerry can.
Running out of fuel is not new to me. It's happened our whole married life.
When I'm driving in my car, there is nothing I hate worse than stopping at a gas station. I just despise it. I despise fueling up. I despise stopping for bathroom breaks. Like, if I get in a car and I need to drive 6 hours, I do not want to stop during that 6 hours at all, for any reason, ever. And I'm able to do that, but a lot of people aren't, and it's super frustrating. So, Jamie, whenever we run out of gas, is the problem A, we didn't bring a jerry can, B, I need a bigger gas tank, or C, I should just fill the tank up when we're at the gas station?
I would have to say it's C.
Every time?
Every time.
All right, you heard it straight from Jamie. I don't need a jerry can. I don't need a bigger gas tank. I just need to swallow my pride and get gas at the gas station. So here's the final update on the fuel gauge. There is our oasis in the desert right there, the chevron. It's looking like we're probably gonna make it.
You're ready to have air conditioning, huh?
Yeah, like we're pulling the Jeep out and putting this in the second we have all the pieces. The little bit of reading I did on this said that the most trouble that you can get is dirty oil.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you rub it with something that's not stainless, it's hard to get it out. You gotta heat it to get it to come out. It's not like beautiful.
If it doesn't leak, it's beautiful.
Yeah. guarantee I'm self-taught here.
All right, so this one's exciting.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a fun one right here.
I'm just seeing nothing.
Nope. There's no leaks in that one.
You know what that means? I won't have to get this professionally done.
That's right. I think you're fixed. You're
Awesome.
good to go.
It was only an hour and well, it took us 2 hours to get here because we had to change a flat tire for a lady in Rosie Canyon.
Oh,
But,
nice.
But there it is, done.
Finished. Now you can have AC.
So I felt bad about paying Paul a small bag of pistachios for doing the welding. So decided to take him to dinner.
Which is way better. I ate the pistachios though.
Arlene just informed me that they're out of shrimp. And I was planning on steak and shrimp.
Did you get
Nope, steak and lobster it is.
Do they have that?
No, I doubt it.
So we're leaving the joint. Everybody's belly's full. What?
That camera for a second.
Yeah?
Let's stand over by your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll notice that the banana has been kicked out of the shop. That's because we've got all the pieces to put the AC together in this, and it's 112. They're forecasting 112 degrees today. So this has become a rather high priority for everybody involved. Yesterday we got these welded up. Here's where I am with AC systems. I understand AC systems in theory, but not so much in practice because I've never built one from scratch till just barely. So we're just gonna kind of muddle through this. If you're not sure what muddling is, stay tuned. I'll show you what muddling is. So this is the return air side of the system, and we need a box that comes up, not protruding into the passenger compartment. It needs a screen filter that's sandwiched between the air box. What I mean? Like a screen door. Yeah. Remember, this panel is what comes out to change the batteries. Thanks. So yeah, so all this stuff is vintage air hose, vintage air fittings. It's weird they're calling them fittings and they don't even fit. We're having to modify them. Downtown. Do 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 do.
So basically, there was a hole in this, and it's the return air for inside the cab, the recirculating air, and we needed a cover for it so that these didn't get blocked off, so it wouldn't like stop sucking, or would stop sucking. Anyway, so the screen is to keep bigger debris out of it, and yeah, I just got it bolted up, but now I got to trim the screen.
That's good.
We don't regret giving them the extra half twist we were giving.
I regret nothing. Hold the end of this. We're 100% plumbed to the firewall. Flywheel? Dude, this is gonna be a pain for these guys to fill up. It's gonna be a pain.
Especially with the air filter on.
The air filter's gonna have to come off.
They can do it.
Right, so we have spent the last day getting the AC done on this. So we've got, here's the underside of the lid. We've got the evaporator, the expansion valve. We got the heater core. Everything's hooked up and ready for charging. So we're gonna head down to American Car Care, Hurricane Tire Pros, whatever you want to call it. Paul down there is the mechanic down there, and he's gonna be charging the system up. Now, we do not have the vents in it yet, so believe it or not, which shouldn't be hard to believe, this is the AC. The cold air is going to waft out of here and cool down the car until we figure out how we're gonna duct it. So this one's good, the bottom one. That's your high side. At least that exhaust manifold is blazing hot.
You got
Wow.
plenty of room underneath the hood for extra stuff, don't you?
Wow. This is my first homemade air conditioning system ever, and it seems to be holding. According to the machine, we're holding a vacuum.
Right, you guys are chilling, man. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Just search the putter. You got any problems at all, call me, all right? Oh, it's so much better already.
That's a ridiculous amount of cooling air.
So what's the update?
I'm cold a little bit. I'm happy. I spent a lot of time driving this car this last month, and I've always got a grin on my face, but it's an extra special grin right now because I'm cold and it is hot outside. And I'm proud of my team. I was really mad at Trevor yesterday, but I'm really happy with him today.
It's because I didn't put anti-seize on the bolts I was supposed to, and one broke.
Yeah.
Shame on me.
Shame on Trevor. But today, all is forgiven. Trevor wasn't here yesterday either, so I was kind of mad at him just for not helping me with the AC. Grrr. But he was working on his 49 Mercury, so that's a good excuse.